apparatus that the student used to add the sodium hydroxide solution in step 1. So it's a 25 cubic centimeter of solution is added. So what do we use for it? N- It's a 25 cubic centimeter pipette. Okay. Then what is the color change of phenolphthalein indicator in step 4? Now in step 4 we have added sulfuric acid to the conical flask and the color changes. So what's the color change? Pink to colorless. Okay, next one is which one, why it is better to use phenolphthalein indicator rather than the universal indicator? Good. It has more distinct colors in acid and alkaline. Okay, a reading is shown on the burette. It's a before and it's after. So how much volume is used? Okay, let's say what's the reading after adding acid? After, what's the reading? What's the reading? It would be like going from 24 to 25. It would be 24.1. Shall I enlarge it? Enlarge this image. Is this better? So it's 24, then 24.1, and then 24 point. No, it's between 1 and 2. 1 5. Okay. Before adding acid, it's 1 2 and 2.3. Okay. Now because they have given us a unit that we have to use two, we have to write two numbers after the decimal. Let's write 2.30. Okay. Okay, how much total volume is used? Yes, yes. 21.85. Okay, let's move to the next question. The next question is, okay, they have given you the initial readings and then they have given you the final readings. The titration result to be used is correct or not? If the result is, can you please check if the results are correct? Because we need to put tick wherever the result is correct. Okay, you have to subtract it. Okay, 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 wait. Um, Let me write it. The student repeated the experiment using the same sodium hydroxide solution in and another solution of sodium. Okay, and you have to put tick. The average mean value should be calculated using only the concordant readings. Okay, okay. And concordant reasons are those volume that differ from each other by only 2.0. Okay, the twist is that we have to put tick which are concordant, like which have a difference of only 0.20. So which values are quite near to each other? Okay, the first one is nearer to this one only. Okay, this is not in question because it's 27. The other three are 26. Let's just have a look on these. Which ones are more concordant? No, they have given you the value that they should differ by 0.20, not more than that. So which one are more concordant? Okay, so let's take the mean. How to take mean? When we add them, 2, exactly. So our answer would be 26.35. Okay. Okay, let's move to the calculation part now. The student uses a similar method to find the concentration of solution of phosphoric acid. Okay, now calculate the number of moles in sodium hydroxide in 25 cubic centimeter of if it's used. Okay, so the formula is moles into, you have already told me, concentration into volume. So the volume given is 25. The concentration here is mentioned, it is 0.180. Okay, so the answer would be, okay, keep in mind this is in cubic centimeter. We have to convert this into cubic decimeter for concentration. For like, so we have to divide this value with 1000. So it would be 0.025. Correct. Okay. Now next we have to calculate moles. Okay. Again, the formula is same. Moles is equal to concentration into volume. What is the concentration? What is the volume? The concentration, okay. The concentration is not given. Let's just calculate. Or the volume is not given. What is not given for this one? The volume is given, which is 28.3. Exactly. This is the volume. 28.30. Okay. Now, there is a twist because we have not we do not have the enough value for phosphoric acid. Let's look at the equation. What does this show? It says exactly for every 1 mole of phosphoric acid you need. Okay, so when you need 3 moles of sodium hydroxide, it means you have to divide this value with 3, whatever sodium hydroxide is used. So when we divide this value with 3, 0.0045 divided by 3, it gives us, okay, 45 divided by 3 is 15, 0.0015. Okay, so then we have to calculate the concentration. Wait, the amount in moles. Okay, wait, it's what, it's moles already. Okay, the concentration is moles by volume. So moles is 0.0015 and the volume is 28.3, and when we divide it with 1000 we get the cubic centimeter. This is the concentration. Can you please divide and tell me? Like 1, 2 and 3, it would become 0.0015 multiplied by 1000 because it's the third fraction divided by 28.3. Zero point zero 0.053. So it would be 0.053, the concentration here. Okay. Okay. Generally, I told students that it is called molar ratio. There are like certain steps. First step is to write the chemical equation. Second step is to find the concentration. Third step is to compare the two, the molar ratio, and on the fourth one you have to calculate whatever is asked. So the first is done for you. The chemical equation is given for you. Second, you have to calculate moles that you have already done. Then you have to take the molar ratio for the phosphoric acid, which is 0.0015, and then in the last we have calculated the concentration, which is given over here. Okay. Okay, so this is for this question. I'll give you another question, but not today. Let's do it the other day and then you can do it as a homework. Okay? Okay, see you then. Have a great day. Goodbye.